Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Ask a Dad. We are playing Valheim, and we are getting off to a little bit of a late start today. But hey, you know, that happens. So, we're just gonna run with it. Hola, how you doing, Hackworth? How you doing? Good morning. Are you having a good morning this morning so far? We had a little bit of a late start. Yeah, no, I know. You were, yeah, you came in a little bit late there. I got a hard stop at 7:30. Got to take those kids. So I'm glad to have you back. I think you may or may not have had a question, and I think my bot program stopped a joke for you there. Sorry about that. We are kind of a family show. I don't know. I don't know. Um, but yeah, I do. Got my kids there in the morning, and sometimes they run around and ask me questions, and sometimes they watch and read the comments. So, okay, here we go. Here's one thing. Okay, cool. I appreciate it. We got the candles. Look, this looks like a burnt out candle. So we do have it confirmed. Yesterday, we were wondering if the candles actually go out. It looks like the candles do go out. And it looks like they do go out at different rates as well. So that's very interesting. I did not know that. And it's a bummer too, because I spent all this time like putting these candles in cool little spots, and you know, now they're going out. So I'm not sure how much I like that. Sure. I've got about 1,400 hours on Valheim. I've got about 6 different worlds, and I decided to start over and stream my entire playthrough. So I do have a YouTube channel. It's the same name as this. It's how much, and every single hour of this world is posted online. You know, so I have this from, you know, from this area since it was like a little, just 5 little rocks, you know, 5 little stones here. You can see them. There's one, two, you know, let's see the third one. It's in the wall, but this was just like some rocks, and we built it all up and gathered all the things, and so I've got a lot of experience with Valheim. Probably I've been playing since before the Mistlands came out, if that tells you anything. Um, so probably for a couple years now. But I love Valheim. I've obviously have a ton of hours on it. There's a lot I know about it, and a lot I like to share with the community. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna start these breeder box going here, because we need. I think we need some more pups. That last raid with the trolls took out about you know, 6 or 7 of them. So we're gonna get this breeder box going. What I mean by that is like this one specially designed that you know, you just drop the food to the wolves and they eat it. Yeah, there it goes. 861 hours in the game. Nice. That's a lot. Where are you at in your progression? Like how far have you got? Yeah, Ashlands, I've actually made the Dervin blade, so it's the fire blade. See, this meat's not close enough. He's not gonna eat it, so we gotta try a little closer. Um, so I made the Dervin blade. I have not beat the Ashlands boss. That's the only thing that I have not done in this game. Um, oh goodness, what are they called? Um, I know what you're talking about, and I'm blanking right now. Yeah, I believe that you can breed them too, and you can make a saddle for them as well. The key, yeah, Ashkin, good, very good. Now, the Ashkin, what's really special about them when you can actually get the saddles and ride them is that they can walk on that lava. And so when you knock down one of the flame metal towers, you can get on the Askir and you can ride around the lava where all the flame metal dropped, and you basically pick it up when you walk over it. So having a couple of those already tamed, dude, that's crucial. That's awesome. Well, I'm just saying like that's how they work. That's kind of what she got to do. You know what I mean? Or else there's no way to get the flame metal out of the lava. And a lot of times like this game doesn't tell you what to do. And so I ran across that when I was running Askins over. I just tried it. I just ran over the lava and it was like they were immune. And I was like, okay, we're picking up all of our flame metal right here. So, uh, but yeah, I highly recommend utilizing that in that capacity to be able to pick up your flame metal that is ridiculously hard to pick up if it's in the lava. Yeah, I've only seen one two-star one, and luckily they don't like automatically like kind of get all super aggressive, and you can kind of get close enough to start feeding them and stuff. Um, You know, I'm not. I think the two-star ones. I mean, it might be worth it. It might not. I haven't checked any of the fighting capabilities or any of the damage. That they do. So I don't know if it's worth it to grab two stars and like have them fight with you and stuff like that. Not sure. But man, I totally get it. That Ashlands, it is so tough. Um, Running around in there, I feel like it's a little bit out of balance. Like there, it's a little bit too powerful. Too many enemies. But maybe it's got a little bit different. Um, Maybe they changed it up a little bit since the last time I've been in there. I've been playing, this new uh, world for quite a while. About a month now, I think. Oh, outside of one of those little base walls. Yeah. So how I get into the bases is um, I've kind of put up um, like kind of a mini base with one of those little shelter things, kind of on one of the corners. And I actually you have to build steps and stairs up to it, to kind of get over the wall. Either you're jumping over and going over the wall like that, or you have to build the battering ram. And when you build the battering ram, what you want to do is push that battering ram up to one of the walls, in any of the walls, and and the walls will the walls will actually become destroyed. The battering ram will break down the walls, and you can walk right through. So it's an investment to try to do. But the enemies, once you start getting that thing going, they all start to try to attack it. So just kind of watch out. Um, what do you mean? Are the enemies respawning? In which area? We got one pup in our little dealio so far. There's another one. Boop. They'll just keep going. They're far enough away to just keep spawning. So I'll have like a whole nursery full of wolf cubs here in about 2 hours. Oh boy. You'll both put some food on there. Yeah, I'd like you to kind of expand on that one question though. Are the enemies there are respawning? I'm not sure what you mean by that. So, yes. So there's the stone. There's these little stones that are kind of taller. I feel like they're a never-ending onslaught of enemies, and so yeah, I know what you mean, but they are spawners, and they look like kind of big stones, and they kind of shine and stuff. So try to identify and find those. They're I don't know, they're pretty rampant. But that's going to be your spawners. Keep in mind too that when you make a base or you put down a fire or a crafting table, when you put down a fire or a crafting table, it has like 300 units where it doesn't allow anything to spawn within your 300 units. So I would recommend putting down a crafting table really quick and then getting one of the bone shield, the bone generators or the generators that take the bones to give you a shield. If you put one of those up, you're kind of allowed to, not be as attacked, or the shield will actually like block you from the meteors that come down and destroy your base and burn up your crafting tower. So make one of those and it kind of give you like a little foothold like in the ashlands. I would recommend doing and being off on like a corner so you have like the water or the ocean um kind of at your back or at one of the sides of your bases so you can kind of fend off an onslaught. The like flame skeletons things, they do not die in the water, so you can't use the water as like kind of like a barrier to keep them away from you, like you can with the certlings. Certlings can't go in water, they die. So there's a bunch of stuff that you can do. I can't wait till I get to the ashlands. I'm gonna stream that for a while. um I'm still stuck here trying to find Yagluth, so I've been trying to find Yaglu for days, and we're not using any modifications. The only thing that we do have on is we do have the portals to be able to go through, the metal to go through portals. I I just like playing, like that, and so I have that enabled. We got enough iron there to upgrade our Iron Sledge. I can't find it. I've been looking at all the places that it would normally have the marker, but in the plains, and I haven't been able to find any marker. So, boom, there we go. We just got our Iron Sledge up to 479 blunt damage is absolutely massive. The block force is what's important, or I'm sorry, the block armor here is not that great, but the block force is pretty decent. So we might be able to utilize this one pretty good with the knockback of 200. So we'll kind of hold this and we'll go rocking and roll and see if we can't, you know, get a few things there with that. But yeah, oh, the switch, yeah. How does that play? When you're kind of using the button, the sticks. Um, um, so here's how I feel about modding. Um, I had a modded server for quite a while, and we had like, plant everything and um, kind of all the ins and outs. Like, you can tame everything. We had like deers tamed and stuff, and you know, I had the oh, what was it? Where when you kill something, it drops an item, like, but the item has stats on it, like it could have like cold damage and fire damage on the item. Um, so what I found though is when I was playing with the mods and stuff, I kind of felt like the game wasn't, I kind of messed up the game. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't hard anymore. It was just kind of like a cakewalk, and I had everything, and there was like nothing else to achieve, and the game kind of like lost its luster. And I kind of got kind of frustrated with myself with it because like, I mean, I had like a Dervin blade that I can throw, right? Like what what is, if you have a Dervin blade that you can throw, there's nothing else you need in this game, right? Um, so the I decided to stop my modded server and completely start over, um, and play vanilla. So this is my gameplay starting over. So I took off all of my super, you know, super gear, I would call it, and started over from scratch. So you're watching the gameplay. If you go to my YouTube channel, you see all of my Askadads from Volume 1, and I think we're on day 150 something. So there's a lot of content. I do fast forward it a bit and stuff when I'm, you know, kind of just not doing anything, or when I'm just like farming or something, and I make it a little bit more entertaining in the videos because they're all edited. So, all right, let me sleep here. But yeah, I mean, I understand why people play with mods. Some of them I really like. I just don't feel like, I felt like the ones that I had set up and everything that I had set up was too much for me, and it kind of broke the game. So I reverted and went back to vanilla and started over. So, and you're watching the start over. So that is the whole dealio. I really appreciate the commentary and back and forth for sure. I usually don't get to talk this much in the morning. People usually start showing up at 7, so I really appreciate it. Yeah, um, yeah. I mean, I had stuff like where it expanded my inventory, like you know, gave me slots for my clothing and stuff like that, so I had more inventory room, and like I had my weight up to like 1500, so it was just kind of like, uh, yeah, yeah. I was kind of like, no, 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 no. Talking's great. I love talking. I'm a talker, so don't worry about that. But yeah, I had like you know, 1500 carry weight. It's like I felt like I can carry like 300 stacks of, you know, wood. And it was just kind of like, I can do it all now, like, you know. And it just had kind of no challenge. So you know, that's kind of what the problem with the mods was for me. So all right, we're gonna rock and roll in here. We're gonna see what this Iron Sledge can do to maybe some skeletons here, or some blobs, because blobs take blunt damage and skeletons take blunt damage, and draugrs do not. They take piercing damage. Here we got a body pile and a draugar right there. Boop. Now this is interesting here. I see like this Iron Sledge is giving off like a blue hue of a of like kind of like a hit. So I can guarantee you it doesn't do frost damage, you know, but it looks like it would do frost damage. So kind of interesting. I'm not seeing any damage numbers that are reflected in yellow. Damage numbers that are reflected in yellow will show there is a resistance, um, or that you're beating the resistance of that enemy. So, for example, if something is susceptible to fire, like the drakes, when you hit them with a fire arrow, you'll get yellow damage numbers instead of white damage numbers, and that'll tell you that you're doing some extra damage there. You know, Hector, I totally agree with you. Some extra slots here and there, or just having some places that you can put your armor aside from in your inventory. I get it. I mean, I'm with you there. I think that we should, but yeah, I agree. There's some stuff that I would definitely do. Oh, look, I'm flying there. All right. So just trying to get in here, pop them real quick. There's a lot of bloody body piles in here, so trying to hit these body piles too so I can take them out when I'm hitting. If not, these things will just keep spawning. We could farm them, but I definitely do not need any more entrails for sure. Pick everything up. There we go. Yeah, totally agree though. There can be some stuff that they kind of brush up on, but I think that they like you know, having it be that kind of main challenge. Like, I mean, look, I don't like to play if I can't take metal through the portals because I've spent hours and I've had many two times where like I'd be bringing back a whole boat full of like stacks and stacks of iron, and you know, a serpent will come along and destroy my boat in the middle of the ocean, and I lose all of my boat, all of my iron, all of my whole body and everything because I die in the middle of the ocean. And then I go around and I can't find it, you know, because obviously when you die doing something like that, you get really upset, and then you don't think to push and mark it where you died, like kind of on the map. I know it kind of it shows up, you know, it shows like a death marker, but um, you know, kind of the discouragement of like having to build a boat and like a ton of stacks of iron and you know, all of your equipment in the middle of the ocean somewhere is just super discouraging. So I definitely use the metal through portals thing, and I use it consistently. So they do. It is the stone portal. The stone portal will allow you to take any metal through there, but it is obscenely big, and you can only plant it on the ground. So there's no, you can't plant it like, you can't build something and set it on top of it. Like you can't even like make like black marble. Like platform or something and set it on the black marble platform. So it kind of like makes the places that you can place it is kind of not ideal. I kind of wish you could build up underneath it and you put it inside of a base, like, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, so they do have it. It's available in the Ashlands. I think you've got to find one or two things, but it's a big stone looking portal. It's actually, it looks really cool. It looks like this. Yeah, ungodly big. Sorry, you can't even see it inside this crypt, but it's massive. And this stone portal will let you take stuff through. Of course, I don't have any of the mods to allow me to build any of that. Like I've got nothing on, so I've gotta find the materials and build that. You know, yeah, it's big, so it's pretty cool though too. I mean, it looks kind of cool, but it's too big for sure. All right, so we're cleaning up here. Remember to I hit my lights when I'm done with an area. That way, if I get lost somewhere and I start seeing lights, I know that I'm going in the place where I haven't been so far. So that means that I went all the way through this area right here. Let's see. Yep, all of those are gone. No lights in here. done. No lights in there. Alright, cool. So this means I'm all done. And over here. Okay. And so if we went all the way, we followed the walls all the way around to the right. Let's go straight. No, the straight's already closed off. So we're gonna go to the left-hand side. We're gonna follow it right. Follow the wall right. So a couple little tips to get these last little muddy scrap piles. There is none. You just kind of gotta like, there it goes, jump and hit in that kind of corner area, and then hope you hit it. Yeah, so I mean, I wish you luck in the Ashlands. That one's that's a tough one. It's not easy to play. Do you play with a group or do you play solo or? Sometimes I get some people playing with me. My son and my daughter play. I've got a 13-year-old daughter and an 8-year-old son. Okay, yeah. No, I get it. You play any other games, or are you just kind of main in that game? Yeah, if you're playing once a week and you're already in the Ashland, that's pretty good. Okay, yeah, I've got Enshrouded for me, man. I was on the hype train too. I was like, yeah, let's go, and you know, started playing it the first day. I think I beat it. I beat the entire very first thing. It took like 7 days of consistent play, and all the content was gone. I had everything completed. I had I had a base going. You can actually build a base inside of the pre-built buildings that they have in Enshrouded. So I had one of like the very huge like villas all decked out. And then I had to wait like 2 months until the next update or the next patch or whatever the next thing that was coming out. And by that time I was already playing another game and it just lost me. Yeah, that's what I was doing too. I was waiting for the Ashlands for a long time. I would go and I would make sure that I would be set up somewhere on like a southern island, but with just enough map to like, you know, keep everywhere in the Ashlands where I thought the Ashlands was going to be covered. Because, you know, as soon as you uncover an area, you know, it's not going to change. So if you uncover a section of the map with a portion of if you uncover the map with a section of where the Ashlands would be, then it wouldn't actually be there when it came out. So you had to like keep the map completely blocked out, or else those Ashland stuff wouldn't spawn. So I was doing the same thing you were doing, just sitting on the Mistlands waiting. Yeah, that's true. The good news is that the Bog Witch update is out, and we just found the Bog Witch. I think episode 24 or 25. So yeah, we just found the Bog Witch, and what you can do is in the Bog Witch they have a preparation table, and the preparation table allows you to make foods that are massive, and then also like re-eatable foods. What I mean by re-edible is that you basically put your food on the table and it has 10 stacks, and you can keep eating off of this kind of like main food pile that you set up. So, and it's got like stats of like 150s on your health. So they're much bigger foods, and so they're usable for longer. So I recommend, kind of trying to find the Bog Witch as kind of like a almost like a precursor play to going into the Ashlands. This one's so tough to get. Come on out. I'm not gonna hit it. There it goes. Yes. Just gotta keep trying. Yeah. I'll show you kind of real quick what she's got. I've just finished this. I don't think there's anything more for me. I went all the way around, so yeah, there's nothing in here. All right, so this one's done. Yay! All right, and I will take that. Of course, I'm gonna be too heavy by like 15 pounds. Yeah, let me get over here and I'll. Okay. Make sure our the lights on the outside of it, so when we're walking by, when we're walking by it, we know we do not. We know that it's empty. We put our towers and stuff on top of these, so that way any of the guys can't get to them while we're in there. And we put a box up there so we can put our stuff in there so we can jump up. Okay. Here we go. There we go. Alright. Feel a little bit better. I feel like we actually got some iron now. Those wolves are still going. They're still popping out. Oh, baby wolves. Man, it's a bummer that those candles, like, I mean, these should be everlasting candles. Am I gonna just get, like, resin? Like, resin spots? Can I pick it up? It's kind of a boo. I don't want, like... Can I remove them? Or... I can, and it gives me back the candle wick. That's cool. Alright. I take it back. It's not as bad because you can pick back up the candle wick. So, not nearly as upset. Alright. Was good to know. And because I like my stuff clean, I don't want to see all these, little like blobs of candle wax, you know what I mean? Not a fan. So I'll eventually, like, pick up all this stuff and go from there. But yeah, if I gotta place these whenever I want them, I'm just not gonna do it. It's just not really how I play, so kind of a bummer. There you go. We can check on our. Oh yeah, the Bog Witch stuff. So this is the platter, the serving tray, and what you can do, which is cool, is when you use it, and when you have it on like a serving tray, you can right click and you can choose whatever food you have in your inventory, and you can place it down somewhere, anywhere. And when you place it down, you can pick it up and eat it. See? So you just eat it, which is pretty cool. So you can kind of like leave stuff around, like your kind of platters, or whatever, and you can put that on there. Another thing that you get from the Bog Witch is a scythe. Plains farm, real quick. And so the platter's pretty cool. I kind of like it, and the scythe is really cool. But it only, and I really, really wish that, let's see, it's that could be a weapon. Like, come on, let me just hit somebody with that, please. And you can't hit anybody with it. It's like the butcher knife. So it only hits your farm. It only helps you harvest. It doesn't damage any enemies, which is really a bummer. Then here is the food preparation table. The food preparation table now takes care of your bread dough, your raw fish, all of your fishing stuff, your uncooked items, so your unbaked lox pie, your uncooked pecan pie, all that stuff that's uncooked, and any of your fishing bait will all be done on the preparation table. So that's kind of new. You prepare the food there, and then of course you cook in the cauldron or heat in the oven. There's also they separated off the meads, so now you have a mead kettle, and the mead kettle is where you would brew all of your meads. Yeah, so it took forever to scroll, and so I'm glad they separated it out a bit. So now you only cook the stuff that's food, and I don't feel like I'm scrolling like 10 times to get to the diesel porridge, So I'm glad they separated it out, but so they separated it out like that. And then if we go over to the Bog Witch, gee whiz, type it today. There we go. So wait for that to pop. I'll go over the Bog Witch real quick. I was lucky to find her. I was looking for Yogluth and was looking for Yogluth, looking for her, and I found her first, which is pretty crazy. So she's a trader for the swamplands. I hope they make traders for all the different lands, to be honest. But they got a little friendly gray dwarf that sits out here and just kind of chills. I thought that was a really cool little factor. And my favorite part is, look, they got this little broom, and this little broom will fight you. So he'll already start to push you around like the wolves do, But if you punch him or hit him on accident, he'll start to fight you and he will beat you up. So this is the Bog Witch. She looks a little creepy. Like my son didn't really like looking at her. But he got over it pretty quickly. But in here you can get love potions. I haven't 100% figured out for myself what these love potions do. So there'll be kind of more to come on that. Let's see. Look, he's pushing me all around. Toadstools, I think, is kind of the same thing as the bukeberry, so I don't know why they did that twice. You just want to eat the toadstool instead of the bukeberry? Like, I don't get it. But then there's also these other kind of items, like food items, that you can use to make the big feast stuff. So if you want to get the seafarers herbs or the mountain or the woodlands stuff, it will help you make the bigger items. So we'll go back to the kind of the preparation table to see kind of like what those items are that you can kind of make once you use like the mountain the mountain one and the plains one and there's all kinds of different like platters that you can make. We'll try to make one right now. I've never made one before, so it'd be a good time to do that. So let's see here. We can make whole roasted meadow boar. Okay. We don't have enough boar meat, that's for sure. Here we go. We can make a hearty mountain lager stew. So we need 2 wolf skewers. And it's cool because you're using already prepared platters. So already prepared food. So if you have a bunch of like wolf skewers that you know you're not going to use because you got a bunch of lox pie and serpent meat, like, you know, make these dealios and all right, so 3 onion soup. I don't have any of that. I can make that though. This might not be enough. Let's check it. How many again? 3. Three, very good. Yeah. Okay, so we got that. And 4 carrots. Alright. We definitely have carrots. Alright, so we got our ingredients here to prepare. And then, oh yeah. No, pepper. And then we make it. Boom, awesome. So we made our first hearty mountain lager stew. So this gives us 45 and 45. That's not bad. Okay. Whole roasted boar meat 35-35. Swamp Dweller's Delight 35-35. Let's see here. I know why. She's only giving me access to the places where I've beat the boss previously. Then I should get a plains one. Is there not a plains one? I don't know. I might not have access to it because I don't have the bone mass beat and I don't have Yogluth beat. So, I might be missing it on this preparation table. I might need to go to a world where I beat all the queen and everything to see if I have different options. And I've got to find the Bog Witch in one of those worlds too. So it's gonna be interesting. But I can't test that right now. I'm not sure. But what I can do is I can put down this hearty mountain stew. At least I thought I could. Right, for some reason I don't see it on here. Maybe, not sure why. Can you not put down the feasts? I was under the impression that you can put down the feasts and eat off of them. it's big. And no, it just says pick up. Okay. I'm using the plate. It's not an option. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Feast right here. Okay. It was on a different tab. Alright. So technically, you stick this feast up on the table like that, right? And now, yes. Okay. When you stick it on here, now it says eat 1 out of 10 because you can eat pieces of it. So I just ate, so I can't eat anything, but that's pretty cool. You can just run around and, yeah, I'm gonna eat some, and then run off. That's actually kind of nice. So, all right, not too bad. Thanks for bringing that up. I needed to show that anyway, so I appreciate it. So Bog Witch is pretty cool. Go and grab those. Grab the Bog Witch if you can. She's in the swamp. Um, do you utilize the world seed map? Checking our pups after we sleep. Yeah, I mean, in most of my other worlds before, I would do the seed map, so I would be able to kind of see where stuff is. This one, I have no idea where anything is, so I'm playing it, yeah, random seed, and like have no clue. So I'm in the same boat there. So that's why I can't find Yagluth. I should probably go out and look for him. Matter of fact, look at how many pups I got down there now. There's like 5 or 6. They ate all their food, so I need to go get them some different food. I'm actually going to drop sausages because they're a 10 stack, and I'm going to see if I can fill up. There we go. Oh, that's right on the edge. See, now here's a little caveat thing here too. You want to make sure that you get these meats far enough apart because they made a people were making these breeder boxes like this and just like, dumping out hundreds and hundreds of stuff. I mean, that's how you unlimited farm your breeders. But so what they did is they had items of the same type. If there's too many items in an area, it triggers a program in Valheim where if there's too many items in an area, just in general, built items. So if you have a really big base, when you throw down items like food and they're of the same type, instead of being like 100 items on the ground close to each other, they'll merge into one. So what was happening is all of my breeders in my super big bases, I would throw the meat on the ground and throw my other meat on the ground, and both of them would merge. And when both of them merged, they changed spots, and then the one of the wolves wasn't able to eat. And since one of the wolves wasn't able to eat, then they weren't able to go full cycle, and kind of broke it. So how you combat that, because the items they still do stick together if you've got too much stuff in a singular area, you can just use 2 different types of meat, and that way they won't stick together because obviously they're not the same type of meat. So that's a little kind of thing that you can do to kind of get around that. What's bud? What? No, you can throw that away. Yeah. What is it? Yeah, throw them away, please. We forgot to go check on and make sure our kids are getting out, but they're good. I usually go and make sure they're getting out. Alright. What am I doing here? Trying to find Yogluth. Let's do this. Let's take a look at our map. You know what? I'm trying to get all these dogs going, and they stop when you're not in the area. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn over this farm because it'll give me more time around these dogs, and about some more wolf pups there. So make sure that you put your farm next to your breeder boxes because you need to be in the same vicinity as the breeder boxes to keep them going. There you go. You see that little +1 that pops up? There's a little ding sound there too. It's pretty cool. It's actually a feature in the game where you know, you're doing your regular farming and stuff, and you're doing your regular farming and you get one extra every once in a while for, you know, being experienced at it, which is really cool. All right, so I don't need any more carrots. I really don't. I don't need any more turnips either right now. I need a bunch of onions, so I want to get as many onions as I can. I'm just gonna plant all of these as onion seeds, and we're just gonna make a ton of onions. I need onions for wolf skewers, onions to other salad. There's a bunch of stuff that onions go into that I use, so I'm gonna just try to make a bunch. Along with the Bog Witch came some new mechanics or skills in the game, and one of them's cooking, the other one's farming, and the other one's crafting. And so right now I'm getting experience towards my farming skill by, you know, planting all these. And when my farming skill goes up, the amount of stamina it takes for me to put something in the ground goes down with my level. So hopefully, you know, if I get a super high level in farming, that it just doesn't cost anything for me to put it down, so I can just do and then never have to worry about stamina. That would be really, really nice. Alright, so we just turned over our farm there. We might as well go do the Plains farm because we turn all of our farms. Give us a chance to go use the scythe as well. I think it's right there. There it is. Sorry, I gotta pick these up. These are just annoying me to like look at. It just looks messy. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do. I'm a new streamer, obviously. A long time gamer. I've been playing since dial-up. Let's be real. But I'm a new streamer and a new video editor, and so I've been trying to kind of research and figure out like kind of how to grow a community and grow a following and
and you know, what kind of like tips and trips and suggestions people are kind of going through, and they say that, you know, YouTube Shorts is a way to kind of like I know, isn't it? Well, here, check this out. So this is the one thing. So you can do this with your at gear, and it pops a way bigger circle. And I used to always farm with my at gear. I would just walk around and boop, done, right? And I did that for forever, right? Because that's way easy. But the problem is when they changed it to get your farming, you get credit for farming. This does not count as farming anymore. So so you're not going to get any skill leveled up on it. You're not going to get any extras when you do it. And so it forces you to use the scythe. I mean, it looks cool. I kind of wish it did like a bigger area of like the at gear, or maybe it'd be nice if the at gear gave you your gave you your credit, because I believe that the scythe just basically does the same thing as the at gear. If I feel like it works a little slow to the swing. That's like at the end of it, it's like swing, you know, so you can't like swing. I wish it was like swing, 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 but maybe that'll go up when I level up the skill. I don't know. We'll have to see. And I've got 86. I only want plant 40 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 20. Let's do the same across. That'll be our 40. Easiest way to plant stuff is just to imagine one of those singular squares, the flooring squares, the singles. Just imagine if a single can fit, and each one of the corners touches one of those, and then you'll have perfect spacing. Barley, however, you just have to make it so that it doesn't touch each other, and you're good to go. So I kind of wish there was a lot that had like the that where it was like barley, where it was just like, just make it so it's not touching and you're good. This is a little tricky sometimes when you're doing like carrots and stuff. Trying to get them proper distance apart and not be too close. Barley is a really important factor here. Use the barley to make a lot of the lox meat pies and stuff. It's used to make the blood pudding, which is a high stamina food. It's used to make some of the fish stuff. It's used in a lot of cooking. So I try to make a lot of barley. And you have to, once you pick up the barley, you've got to put it through a windmill. So I have another step after making it too, so. Yeah, I gotta find Yogluth, man. This is it's what it's been like. I've been on a standstill. I'm ready to fight too. I have my fire resistance meads. I've got my fully upgraded Fenris armor. I've got 300 frost arrows. I'm ready to go. I've got five totems. More than five totems. I think I've got 7 totems. So I'm ready. I just need to find them. Yeah, I'll take out Yogluth. Now that I've got the Iron Sledge fully upgraded too, I'll probably go take out Bone Mass as well. I know, man. I've got a small, but I've got a carve, and I don't really like the carve because I feel like it's a little too squirrely when I'm turning left and right. I really like the long ship. And I highly recommend, if you haven't done it already, make the Ashlands big boat. It is super cool and really awesome. However, the longship is faster than the big boat. Here's what the big boat looks like if you haven't seen it yet. It is just huge, but it is not the Drakkar. It is not as fast as the longship. Longship's faster, and I believe that it steers better. So I'm still a fan of the longship. So I'm gonna make one. I think we're gonna end up having to do that tomorrow, though. Yeah, I'm gonna make a longship, but the big boat, it has like twice as much damage, so it's a lot easier to use when you're doing serpent hunting and bone maw hunting. So I recommend having one for sure. But if you're trying to get somewhere, I don't recommend using that if you're trying to get somewhere fast or explore. It's not really an exploring ship. All right, so I'm almost done here. So we gotta make a long ship because I want one. We have all the stuff for it. It's not a problem. We just haven't done it yet. And we need to figure out where we're gonna boat to and boat. All right, that looks good. Flipped over our farm there. That was a cool little base. I don't remember what episode it was, but we took out a fueling camp on top of that, like kind of the base that we put on the stone. It was pretty cool. I think so. Back to the YouTube short things. So I think what I'm gonna do, I don't know when, but I think I might take one of those weekends where I stream like for the whole weekend. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back through all of my videos from this entire session and go through and pick a bunch of like moments that would qualify as shorts. So anything between 30 seconds to 3 minutes, and I'm gonna make a bunch of highlight shorts. I think because I've got some pretty cool, little kind of highlights and tips and tricks that I have that I stated. But the problem is that it's kind of hard to find them. You've got to go through most of my either hour and a half to 6 hour videos to find all those tips and tricks. So if I can put them all in one spot where you can go to the little shorts section, gee whiz, shorts section, then I should have a bunch of like tips and tricks videos there. And apparently what the algorithms do is when you have a lot of people watching your shorts, they see your channel and then they go and they watch your longer videos. So yeah, I think I'm gonna try to identify some really good tips and tricks shorts and then format them in that kind of like short form content, and hopefully pick up some people, and maybe even make streaming you know uh viable, like monetarily viable. Like right now I'm just streaming for fun, but if I get big and get a lot of people, I mean, I don't mind advertisers you know paying for the electricity. Yeah, that would be nice. You know, I would what I would do is that if I was getting monetarily compensated by my streams, I would 100% use the money to improve the stream, my computers, my microphone, my I would probably get a camera, you know what I mean? Like there's some stuff that I would do, but I would definitely, put the money back into it. You know what I mean? I think that I've got a business that I run, so that's just kind of how you do business anyways. You put the money back into it. Oh, and I took my scythe. I'm gonna go put my scythe back. So I think that if it comes to that, if it gets really big, and yeah, if I get some money out of it, I might as well throw it back into it. You can take this. I think it'll only help. If you get a good quality camera, a decent microphone, I could probably spend some money on classes to take some DaVinci Resolve classes. I really think I should do that. But I don't. I mean, I'd rather not pay for it out of pocket. I'd rather, if I earn money from streaming, I'd rather, reinvest the money that I earn from streaming in my education and, bring better content. You know, I just think that's what it should be for. So we'll see. I don't know. So yeah, plans to do the the shorts are in the works. It's just that I've got a lot of content, and I'm not really looking forward to going through each little bit and finding out where's what. You know what I mean? I'd rather just play. But I think I should. I think I need to get some of that really good tips and tricks out as well. There's some really good stuff in there. All right, what time we got? We got about 15 minutes. Let's take a look at our map. This is what we have got done so far. There's no Yogluth or marker here, here, or here. There's none here as well. I've got a boat. This is where my boat is. It's stuck here on the Mistlands. I had a Gajal shooting at my portal. We killed the Gajal, and so my portal is just sitting there, but there's seekers and stuff like kind of right at that portal too. And I don't know if I'm 100% ready yet, so I just left it there. There is a fueling base right over here on this side. I think I can traverse over here, but I don't even have a portal in this area, so I'd be hard pressed to traverse here. I've got a portal here for the Bog Witch. I've got portal here for hill deer. Got a portal here in the swamp. If I didn't want a boat, I could go to the swamp here and try to run this island. This island might run into this, and I bet you it's probably right here. Let's we got 10 minutes, so let's give that a good 1-4. We need to make some more. Darn it. Okay, we gotta make some more. I gotta write down my stuff. If I don't, I'll forget where I've got portals and it just gets messy. Alright. So, okay. Mistlands. Boop. There we go. Alright, so let's change this portal in here to Mistlands. And that way I can get my walk around portal back. So I utilize a 3 portal system. blank, home, and then whatever portal that I want to go to. And then what happens? Yeah, I hear a Seeker Soldier around here somewhere. Come on, connect up. Connect up, please. Mistland. I swear I put Mistlands. Not sure why that's not working. Let me go check it. Yeah, so they are case sensitive, so I use caps lock, and I make sure that every single one. Spoke blank. So okay, there you go. So I put it on here, and I didn't put it on the portal. That's what happened. Just lands. All right. Yeah. So here's the concept. So my portal wall with all of the portal names is the portal that I consistently change. Then I have a emergency portal where if my walking around portal and my other portal are set up and I get caught somewhere, I have another portal called home. And right now I'm using that home portal as a walking around portal. It's actually there to find iron. Just gonna do that. Go in here and change them all out so I can get my portals back, because it will get confusing if you don't fix them. So whenever you you take your walking around portal with you and you run around and you find a place where you either want to build a base or obtain a portal, and once you find a place and set it up, what you do is you go back to your base, change one of your portals to the name that what you want it to be, kind of like what I'm doing right now, and then you have your stuff all changed. So now my home portal is open, my walking around portal is open, and my named portal is going to be named where we want to kind of start our expedition off at. And I am like out of fine wood. That's not good. I should probably go farm if I wanted to. Okay. Might as well get all this going while we're here. Okay. Oops. I might have some fine wood in here, yep. Definitely need to go get some more fine wood. That on my to-do list. Alright, let's sleep it like it's hot. Sleep, eat some food. We had 10 minutes, now I got like 5 minutes. Hey buddy, are you ready? Ian. Okay. Thank you. We're gonna head on over here to Swamp. So that portal connected should take me over here. And so I got rested buff. Pretty good. I'm a little bit low on life, but as long as I got at least 100 life, I should be fine. We found out that 100 life is the amount of life that is the maximum amount of life that you drop when you fall. So that's a good piece of information to know. So if you've got 100 life and you fall from whatever, you know, you'll not die. We actually need some. some food there. I'm wondering if this is gonna take us. Wonder if this is gonna take us to the plains. I hope it does. Go ahead and pop F gear here. F gear is going to give me 60% stamina and jump reduction. Jump stamina reduction. So I feel like I can run and jump pretty good here. So now that you've got the Fenris armor, I can catch these deer. You are much faster with the Fenris armor on, so I'm just running around and grabbing a bunch of deer. Alright, so there is plains here. This is good. We're going to be looking around for one of those markers. Oh, look out. Bless you. Okay, so we just want to move out of his way. We took one hit. Oh, I didn't really think he was going to hit right there. They took off a bunch of life there. Oh, I'm getting shot at too. I see mushrooms. We need to pick up any mushrooms we see. We're running really low on mushrooms. But we are here for one mission to find this Yagluth marker. There's a base right here. Sometimes they contain markers. There is no mushrooms in the plains. It was over here on the Black Forest. Okay, so I don't see a stone. Yep, I see a camp. Yep. So I'm gonna just mark it. Yeah, but yeah. So I'm gonna mark it. I might just run through it and see if there's a I'm just gonna run through it. Yeah, I don't see any marker. Okay, there's none. Bummer. Alright. Yeah, no, I was just looking. Yeah, they're fine. They're too slow. Plus, as soon as they get into this river, the feelings are notoriously slow in the water, so they can't attack, and they're twice as slow in the water than you are. So, yeah, sure. They're not gonna come from me because I went over the water. There's no way. They're just way too slow.
If they're like a 5-star, they're not.
Well, remember, there's no 5-stars because we're not playing. Here we go. There's one of those tire. Yeah, if we were playing modded, yeah. So we could find a marker in here. So we're gonna try to.
Well, there is an Asksvin.
There is no marker. Oh, jeez. Take the fueling trophy, of course. Oh.
Well, they hurt.
It does. We got him now. I'm playing. Yeah. There's 3. Oh boy. Can't hit him there. Oh jeez, he's gonna get me. I do not want to take hits from the spear guys. Where is he? Makes sense. He's too short.
That's the left didn't really shoot anything.
He's stuck up there too.
He didn't get any.
I'm just trying to like, yeah, I got some poison arrows. Got him. All right.
You could have died if he hit you.
I could have. I know.
He was probably on 1 star.
Nah, he wasn't a 1
And
star.
that's not a feather cube.
Nope, I do not have a feather cape on, but I did not find a marker again, so that's the problem here. Oh, but buddy, it's 7:30. We gotta go. All right. I wasn't paying attention to the time. That's what happens here. There's another town. So we're gonna just pop up here. Of course, I don't have enough wood. You always got to make sure you got 10 wood for a crafting table. There we go. Get our crafting table up, and we're just gonna put up a portal and go through and be on our merry way. Take the kids to school here real quick, and I'll be back. Well, I mean, next time on another episode of Valheim. Ask a Dad. I know. I really need to find Yagos for sure. I'll get there eventually. But I really appreciate you coming in and talking with me. I really enjoy the commentary and being able to have like a decent conversation with people that understand Valheim and want to talk about it. And so thanks for coming in, and hopefully I see you next time. I'm not even gonna put away our stuff. We're late to get our kids going, so I really appreciate you coming in. Hopefully we'll see you next time. Y'all have a great day. Yeah, Ian says make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks. Have a good one.